What's going on YouTube gardening? It's your boy Sydney from the Naked Gardener channel. In this video we're going to show you how to make the perfect body butter for dry skin. Now normally when I'm getting out the shower I have to put on at least 2 applications of lotions to allow the skin to not be as ashy. And I think we found the perfect ratio and the perfect method to make the perfect whipped body butter. So let's get growing. Alright, so what we're going to do, like I said, we're going to do this lotion that I've used. I think I found the perfect mixture and method. Now, we do a lot of garden tips and DIYs out in the garden, and sometimes we go out in the kitchen. So if you're interested in something like that and you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss an upload. Now, let's go over the ingredients. For the ingredients, we're going to use a lot of fats and oils. And so we're going to be using some unrefined cocoa butter, some unrefined shea butter, some refined organic coconut oil. And to add some vitamins and nutrients into your skin, you can use some vitamin E capsules. If you don't have this, you can use some avocado oil, which allows the moisture of it, has a high concentration of vitamin E in here, so that'd be good to use. Some of these will get a little bit greasy, so you can use the arrowroot or the cornstarch, or if you don't want it, if you can't find that, you can also substitute one of these for some grapeseed oil. This doesn't leave too much of a greasy feel on your skin, and it absorbs very well. And then you're going to need a digital scale to get an accurate measurement, because some of these we were looking on YouTube, they require a measurements of cups and teaspoons and stuff like that. I feel this is going to get you the best accurate measurements. And normally we'll put them like in a jar or a container, but we're going to probably use these as gifts. So we got these little 8 ounce mason jars that we got from the store, totally optional. So we're going to do a double boiler method, where we'll put this into about 1 inch of water and let it all the fats and butters to get very liquefied. And then we'll put it into the freezer for about 15 minutes. Take it out, do in a mixed blender, get the air incorporated into the solids, and put it into the mixture again, into the freezer for about 15 minutes. Mixture it out here and just kind of do that till we get a nice nice fluff on there. So we'll show you how that goes from there. Alright, so first thing we need to do is zero out. So now it's zero out, and we're going to just basically do a nice mixture. When you do your mixture, is most of the time will double in size. And so like I said, we got 8 ounces of each one of these. So what we're going to probably do is do about 4 ounces of each. Whatever we have left over, we just have left over. So we're at 12 ounces. We got 4 ounces of each one. Now we're going to let this get to a boil, and then put this in there as a double boiler and just kind of stir it around till it gets all the pieces in here gets very liquefied. All right, so we got the water boiling. Normally you do about like an inch of water. This is the only pot we really have to kind of do something like this. Normally it would just kind of cover the lid here, but we're going to make things do what we do. And then we're just going to let this stay in here, mix in here every so often once it started getting liquefied, I should say. And so hopefully about 5-10 minutes it should be getting very liquid, and we'll stir it up and then we'll put it into the freezer for about 15 minutes. Alright, so now we're going to put 2 capsules of these vitamin E capsules, and all we do here is we just clip the tip off and pour it in. Now we'll put it in the freezer. Put something that is will retain heat into your freezer. Now normally you could put it into your refrigerator for about 45 minutes, but I found this way is a lot easier for us. So we're just gonna carry this in. We already have a pad in here. Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Alright, so the timer has went off. And this is the kind of consistency we kind of want. We're going to mix this up. So we're going to get this blender. Kind of mush all the sides down. Alright. Start it off slow. There we go. Let's go mix it up for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to put it in the freezer again for another 15 minutes. Guess we didn't make it to 5 minutes. It's already solidifying right now. Alright, so some reason it clumped up with us. Never happened before, but we just let it set out for about room temperature for about 15 minutes. And then put the blender on a low setting and then went up to a high setting. Now is the time that we're going to add our essential oils, and the essential oils that we're going to add, the tea tree oil, and do the lavender. So we're going to do about 10 to 15 drops of the lavender, and then we're going to add about 10 drops of the tea tree oil. And this is going to be a nice mixture to help soothe, and with the tea tree it's going to help with the eczema, if you have any eczema, or skin issues, pimples. And now we just mix this up a little bit more for about 2-3 minutes. And that's what you kind of want. There's this nice high peaks, let you know it's nice and whipped. Alright, so we have these little containers, and we're just gonna basically smush it into the jar. Some people use the pipe method, the bag pipe method, but that gets a little bit messy. And that's just 1 of 4. Now let's just try it out. Oop, that's a little bit way too much, but.
Well, you're ashy, so.
So with the coconut oil, as you see, with room temperature, it melts automatically. And then with the shea butter, it helps kind of firm up. So if you have something in your house, if it stays hotter than in an area with 75 degrees or higher, it will kind of melt like this. And if you don't want it as oily, but once you rub it in, that little bit, it goes all a long way. Look at that.
Get your ashy elbow. Yeah. There we go.
So that little bit right there, look how much that just spreads all through there.
It smells really good.
So, you see, nice, no ash. Get between the fingers. And this is good, especially around the winter time when it gets the air gets real dry and you're feeling yourself a lot of being ashy. This will get into your skin a lot better. And that with that lavender and that tea tree oil, it smells so good. Mixed with that cocoa butter and that shea butter. It's nice. And this is also will be good for a massaging oil. So me and Mrs. like I said, me and Mrs. Naked Gardener, we do a lot of massage nights. That's our little date nights and stuff. So these will go on real good. It's not as oily as baby oil or anything else. So we're gonna fill the rest of these up. All right, so we were able to fill up only 3 of these little jars here off of that ratio. So maybe next time when we do it, we'll add 2 ounces to each one. Just to be able to get all four of these small little mason jars. These are perfect gift things that you can give out for like birthdays, baby showers. These will work amazing for gifts ideas. So if you like these type of videos, we'll put a playlist above here. And if you're new to the channel and if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss an upload. Until the next video, let's grow together.